Howdy! This is Noodles, and alongside me is Andy.
What up?
And this is Buds in a Joint! Woo!
Buds in a
And we're out here with the buds. Just getting us safe going. So, I'm excited. It's a purple episode because, drum roll please, Purple Dutch Purple Haze and a Purple Dutch. Damn, I ruined the, surprise.
Damn.
I know. But still, you get the point.
Yeah. Purple Haze, Grape Dutch, Purple City, Bird Gang.
All we need.
Only a few know. Dipset all day. That's it.
Yes, so I'm excited. It's Purple Day.
Yep. Happy
Purple
whatever
Haze.
day it is.
Happy whatever day it is. Welcome. So how are you?
I'm good. Tired. Long weekend. But still gotta keep it moving.
Productive weekend.
Yeah, productive weekend.
Good.
Yep.
What about you, Q? How was your weekend?
Productive, I'll say. You know, I didn't really do much. Just,
Hey.
made some music, smoke.
That is productive to me.
Yep.
Made some more music, smoke.
And then smoke again. Mainly smoke.
Yes. And there is no wrong in that. I love that. I think we're all on the same wavelength because I was very productive too.
Yep.
My creative juices started flowing again, and I'm very excited.
This is really good.
It's good, right?
Yeah. This Grape Dutch is really throwing it back.
It's a good throwback.
That's the purple one?
Yep, it's the Grape Dutch over here. Grape Dutch Master.
It just feels fitting. It feels very fitting.
Yeah.
Like grape, purple. All I need is purple drink.
Yeah, it's bringing me back to college. Yeah.
Good.
2000.
This definitely just brought me back. I was just going to tell him it's brought me back to college.
Yep.
Isn't it a good throwback? I'm really excited. When I saw it, my eyes glistened.
I'm going to buy one of those off.
Hell.
I'll give it to you afterwards.
we were at the shop, and then we were just looking, and then she just sees it, and I see it, and then she just opens up like, "Is that a Grape Dutch?"
That was my first instinct. I love a good purple Grape Dutch.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they had a strawberry one. That really would have brought me back. But they didn't. You know what? Beggars won't be choosers.
No, that's real. That's a real throwback.
It's
the strawberry.
A good throwback. Mm-hmm. The grape is a good throwback too, though.
So far, that's the winner.
Yep.
That's the winner of the show.
So far, yeah.
A few other options that we got, but nah. Then it just came down to, I knew I was going to smoke that.
I like the pre-rolled hemp leaf thing. That was good.
The King Palm.
The King Palms,
That King Palm was good.
That was a good one.
And we saw it there too, and they had all the sizes, so we were excited about that.
Yeah, I saw the XL size, and I was like, oh, that's going to be a sesh. There's got to be mad buds in this joint.
Mad buds in this joint. Maybe when we hit a milestone, like a 20 mark.
Yeah.
Or we'll do the gold wrap.
We'll see how many.
We'll
see how many it fits, and then that'll be the number that we do it for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Cool.
But can I emphasize the fact that it's a Dutch Master?
Mm-hmm.
We're going back to classics, to my fucking fave.
Mm-hmm.
Again, going back to my mission in life to be a Duchess ma'am or Duchess. Be on the cover.
Duchess Miss Duchess.
Miss Duchess or... Because then I was thinking mistress or madame, and then it just felt very it could be questionable activity that I'm getting into.
Madame Dutch.
But yes, very exciting. We're back. We're feeling like it's back in the early hundreds, 2000s. Hundreds. Sorry. 2000s.
I'll say late 2000s. right now.
2007, 2008, 2009 era. That era.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Nostalgic.
What were you doing smoking a Grape Dutch? What were you doing at the time?
At the time? Where was I at the time?
Yeah, let's say where were you?
Okay. We were graduating. Oh, dang, I don't want to age myself, but graduating from high school, one of those years. Entered undergrad after that. in Bumblefuck, Virginia. I was at Averett University. And yeah.
Where?
Averett. I know.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to bleep that out, but still, it's a fuck-ass school. And if, like, you're just even Googling it, you're just going to see it. But that's where I was at, and I was smoking these Dutches, and I loved it. Like, senior year of high school, we'd go to the Mobile, the Luke Oil. It was the gas station right by the school. They would always have a fresh stack of strawberry, grape, and the regular kind.
Mm.
Always.
Yeah, that was the number one spot. That was your corner store.
That was our corner store. Exactly. That's what I was just talking about. Mobile, Luke Oil. That was Chico. Chico was the man. I think Chico got deported too. He was in. Well, yeah. We won't get into his activities, but
hopefully he's just good out there.
Hopefully he's good wherever he's fucking at. Fucking Chico.
Chico's the man.
Props to Chico.
He's definitely looked out and given me a Dutch or two for like giving him a ride or like just looking
at
out.
Young age.
Young age. If the law were as it currently is, where it's what, 21 now to buy tobacco products?
Oh, 21, yeah.
Jesus, it'd be so bad.
Yeah.
But those were the good times. The golden ages, can we call them?
The golden age, yeah.
Very golden for us. Smokers, it was golden.
Yep. A little rusting right now.
Yeah. No, well, I think we're hitting a prime. It's very difficult before you hit a high prime, like nationally. Mm-hmm. I think there's a lot that needs to be addressed. Mm-hmm. Which brings me to my, like, little thing that I want to shout out. Mm-hmm. I was reading, and I want to shout out the California Governor, Gavin Newsom. He signed a couple of laws into effect, one which means that if you are low income and an ill patient, you can then get your cannabis at no cost.
Oh, that's dope. Shout out to him.
What?
Shout out to him.
That is major.
I'm about to go broke.
Wait.
Well, I'm already broke.
So that's one of the things. Another thing is that if you have low income but you're also a minority, they're able to waive the actual fee to obtain a license so that you could then also be either a dispensary or a grower and have it like...
Yeah, I was going to say grow.
Grow.
Yeah.
Like, and you're also benefiting from this high industry that's really booming, and you're also giving back to the community and showing that, you know what, I was affected, but now I'm actually profiting from this. That is the best karma, and it's like, like pure form, I feel like.
This is the new golden age now.
That was so dope.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
And he's also going to encourage workers to unionize, so that's part of the bill itself, too. So it was multiple bills that were signed.
Yeah. And
those were some of the key, like, highlighted points, which I thought were spectacular. So I'm very excited to see how that actually comes into fruition.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just signed, so something's got to give.
Yeah.
And if that is starting there, hopefully it's a ripple effect, because that's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's going to pass on. It's going to go passed on to other states.
Jersey needs to stop playing around.
Yeah, I know.
Jersey needs to stop it.
50 grams or less is a misdemeanor.
At this point, we need to get over it.
Still get locked up in Bush.
Yeah, still. Man, just other states, it's just gotta... I know they talk to each other, be like, yo, what are you doing over there? You know we fucking making money over here. like, these fucking governors talk to each other all day. Like, what are y'all doing? And it's like Mexico. You heard about Mexico, right?
Yes, we spoke about Mexico. An episode ago or 2 episodes ago. I'm excited about Mexico. And then, so...
No, but now it's gonna get... It's almost getting passed now. The bill should be ready, like, real soon for it. Yeah.
It was supposed to, like, when it's supposed to come into fruition is the end of October. And that's when it's supposed to be debated on. And I think ruling party is the one who's completely for it. So they have a very good chance of making it legal. Like, I foresee that happening before they pay for a fucking wall. Let's be real.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I see that's
They're going to build a mountain right there, and then everyone at the border is just going to pick off that mountain. Be like, all right, you want us to get out? It's just like, you want to stay away? It's like, all right, give me some bud, and then I'll go back.
Forest. That's what the border is, a weed forest. That would be sick.
That's what it is.
Time.
Yeah. Living in the mountains.
One of the bills that he didn't sign, begrudgingly he added, was that they were, I guess, protesting for anybody who's medically ill to be able to smoke cannabis if they're a patient, of course, in a facility, right? Like, if I'm in a assisted living, I want to be able to smoke my fucking weed. I'm growing old. Let me do that.
Yeah.
I agree with that to an extent.
There aren't places doing it.
The reason why he vetoed it was because they're receiving a lot of funding from the Medicare and Medicaid agencies, right? So if they're now fucking federally with the legalization of having their patients smoke it inside their facility, they're also fucking with their funding, and those are big income streams for them. A majority of these places have patients who are insured with Medicare or Medicaid. And so that is how they get their stream of money.
Yeah.
So federally, you're getting into, like, very weird waters.
Yeah, insurance ain't gonna play. That's the biggest thing. Healthcare.
Our healthcare is in shambles, let's face it. So if that is happening, where, like, generally our healthcare is in shambles, the last thing we want to do is jeopardize funding streams for somebody's well-being when you really look at the picture. But I want to be able to smoke my shit when I grow old, wherever the fuck I'm at.
The people with money just pay it.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
Just pay a little more. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I can pay a little more. But no. It's crazy because it's like people in jail are getting free food, and kids have to pay for food in, like, elementary schools.
That's the crazy thing. And then, like, in certain places, I'm sure you get some type of penalties imposed for not paying. What if you have, like, a due?
Yeah.
I think I had, like, a balance for something in school, and they were, like, threatening me, you can't get your yearbook if you don't pay this off. And I was like, are you kidding me? Right. Can't get your transcripts.
Oh, you want all this? I gotta pay. I gotta pay $250. Whatever the fine, or not fine, but it's basically a fine.
Basically a fine to confirm that you did something. Yeah. Like, how is that possible?
It's nuts. It's nuts. Oh, just to fax over papers to another school.
Who?
No, it's like that's what it is. If they really need to, like, you know, schools talk to each other.
Seriously, just fax it over.
Yeah. But
you just want to impose a penalty on us, make us pay. It's another barrier.
That's it.
It's another barrier. And really, when you think about it, it's a social, economical barrier. We won't get into that shit, because this is a cannabis podcast. I don't want to get too deep.
Yeah, no. But still.
But I'm very excited about what's happening in California. I feel like their weed cafe... These bills that are being signed, the low income for ill patients to have their medicine at no cost.
That's going to be dope.
I'm excited to see that happening.
Let's see how long they do it for. Or if they do it.
They have to do it. Why could you not? Well, a part of it, too, was that they... So I'm not an accountant, not even, like, if I wished in my, like, most wildest dream to be one. So I don't really understand this as much. But it's a tax deduction. There's, like, a bill, too, that is allowing a tax deduction within the actual, I guess, dispensaries or growers that will kind of even the playing fields for them to be a competition with the black market. So what they're really trying to, like, emphasize is to, like, get rid of the black market, so it's all through a legal facility.
The underground market.
The underground market. That's really what they're trying to do. There was also, like, another part of the bill, I was doing a deep dive, where it was saying that, I guess when you get your cannabis tested and it's rejected for a certain reason, you have to like throw out that stash.
Yeah, you do. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now they're allowing it for you to do like one modification. If that one modification will allow you to pass, then you're good to go, and you don't have to throw out the stash. Okay. If I've read that correctly, I don't know if it's one.
Yeah.
So don't quote me.
It's like another test, probably.
But another test, so that it's giving you the opportunity to improve on your fucked up batch, if you will.
Your girl.
And then you're able to then get it back on the market, so it's not a full 1,000% loss. Mm-hmm. I think
more
that's amazing.
For more than that.
More than that, of course.
Yeah.
But you're catching my over here.
Yeah.
I'm really happy. Yeah. I think if all those work out, hey, this is really big.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
So, our real topic for today is pets.
Pets.
I almost want to expand it to animals, but we'll start off with pets. We'll start off with pets. Currently, I give my dog hemp treats.
Oh, you do?
I did want to say that. Like, on a day-to-day basis.
Daily dosage.
Daily dosage. This is not an ad. I don't get paid for them, but Zesty Paws is who I get the calming bites from. It's little treats. It's a peanut butter treat, and it's hemp. It has hemp extract, or organic hemp. It also has organic chamomile. And I thought that was really cool. And they had another organic component to it that is supposed to subside, like nausea and things like that. So I thought that was really
that's one of the main things there. That's already in the treats and everything. But do you see like a difference in like how? Like,
I do, because I don't know how Meeks derived. So my dog, I'm a proud dog mom. His name is Miko, like the raccoon from Pocahontas. But in Spanish, it could really go, like, completely left with that nickname. It could go really bad. My parents were like, or my mom was like, what? You named him what? There was no other fucking name you could come up with. You called him Miko. Which basically is your pussy, your vagina, your vajayjay in Spanish. It's an informal term for that. And in certain regions, of course.
Yeah,
not
certain
like
regions.
throughout the whole, like, Latin American culture.
Yeah.
But, okay, proud Mama Miko developed anxiety. We took a car ride from Myrtle Beach up to North Jersey. He was fine the whole car ride. It was definitely, it took us a little bit longer because we had more stops.
Yeah.
So let's say a 14-hour ride.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Now has hella anxiety, so when we go to the doctor or vet, of course, he is, like, shaking the whole time. I wanted to look at organic treats to help with that, because I don't want to put him on any type of medication. I personally don't go that route if I can.
Yeah.
I like a holistic remedy, so I want to do the same for my dog. It's working, and I thought he would like it because it's peanut butter, but sometimes, like, the bigger pieces, I have to crumble it. I'm such a, like, spoil my kid. I have to crumble the treat over his food, because otherwise the big treat itself, he's not with it. He's like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Tastes crazy. I don't know what the fuck. This isn't a treat. But I do see a difference.
Yeah.
And we've been using it for months now, so I like them.
Yeah, that's good. Nah, I've never given Onyx anything.
No kind of weed?
No, I haven't yet.
Oof. It was the first time I ever gave Meeks weed, and I can't wait to hear Q's story. But the first time I ever gave Meeks weed, we were hotboxing in a wick. We're all, like, crammed in there. My friend had wax, and he's like, yo, just look at this shit. This shit looks great. So I'm trying to open it in front of Meeks, because Meeks is sitting on my lap. So I'm opening it in front, and I'm, like, trying to get it to me, but by the time I got it to me, he licks it, and I'm like, no! Why did you do that? So I'm smelling it. I'm like, it smells great. Like, it still looks good.
I'm pretty sure I was there.
I'm almost certain you were there.
Because I'm pretty sure you held it out. You were holding it out. And then she didn't notice that her dog was there. And he was like licking at it, and it's like had like probably like 4 or like 5 licks or some shit.
It was
and then it's
not
like
good.
a wax with that little dog, little Chihuahua.
He's a little Chiweenie. Let's have that. He's a Chiweenie.
Yeah, he's a Chiweenie.
Half Chihuahua, half Wiener mix. His body is long, so he's a cute little like
He's a
little
fat
big.
little fudge.
Okay, he's a chubby love monster. But you know, a couple licks of fucking wax will get to you.
Yeah.
I was trying to read scientific reports to see if like there's any like studies on it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in like concrete thus far, but like I could see it. We got home, he's like just chilling, immediately knocks out. He didn't bark for like 2 to 3 days straight, like straight munchies. Like,
yeah.
At one point I was nervous, but then I was like, you know what? Like, you're not showing any weird side effects other than eating, sleeping, and just chilling, like straight chilling. Like, no toy interested him. Like, there was nothing that would make him do highly active activities at that point.
He was just chilling. You were getting home. He was just chilling on the couch.
No bark.
TV. Yeah.
Oh, just another human. It's cool.
Yeah.
Like,
he's like, yo, what up?
dog, that was a fun time. That was fun.
It's funny watching the dogs high.
It is crazy to see them high and reacting that way. Like, when you blow the smoke in their face, it's a different kind of high. I feel like them, like, eating like a tree. Like,
I gave my dog some weed oil. I didn't know it was that potent, so it was kind of like my little lab rat. You know? And I sprinkled, a couple teaspoons over his food, mixed it with like
spicing up life.
You're supposed to put in couple drops.
See, it was, it was homemade oil. So I wanted to see how potent it was.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be the lab rat, so, I got a dog named Marley.
It's fitting to me.
Marley.
So
it's very fitting.
He ate it. He was chilling for about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the next thing you know, I just see Marley go in the corner and chill. And if anybody knows Marley, that's not Marley. I don't know where he at right now, but
he chilling right here.
He's chilling.
What up?
There's a lot of weed in this room right now. Marley don't chill. You know what I mean? Anybody walk in the door, he jumps all over you, this and that. So I'm wondering what the fuck going on with my dog when I see him chilling in the corner. Everybody coming in and out. And what the fuck going on with my dog? So the next day,
not even moving.
The next day, I'm like, alright, checking my dog. I get up to walk him. He don't even want to go outside. Nothing. Doesn't want to eat, drink, nothing. Just sitting in his little corner, high as hell, shaking. At that point, I'm kind of scared, though. I'm scared. But it wore off almost like 2 days. 2 days really good. So now I know that's how I fix him up.
Live it.
Too hyper.
That's no CBD to calm him down. It's just a little bit. A little THC.
And, like, it doesn't seem like to have crazy side effects, right? It's just, like,
they
chilling
give
hard.
Too much, so give him seizures.
Yeah. We don't want to go, like,
you gotta put drops and shit.
Let's not get wild with our pets. We love them.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like they get the munchies, they knock out. They're, like, just chilling. They're chilling the whole time.
Yeah. They have the same system like us.
I would love to know what they're thinking, too, during those high moments. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Soon. You saw it in movies. You saw it in Up. We're going to be able to talk to dogs when we're high as shit.
I mean,
just put the collar around. That's the one that be like,
I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I don't know if I'm ready for him to start communicating with me like that. He probably got a lot to say to me. Motherfucker, why you ain't taking me out? I'm hungry. Got some more weed, bro?
See, look, he's trying to talk to you
right.
Yeah, bro. You ain't got no more weed?
Come on.
What's up? Look. You can see Marley right now.
I would love that. Soon, I'm sure the picture will come.
Yeah.
Marley's great.
I remember when, I was high as shit. And then didn't have dog food. So then I was like, shit. So I gave him apples and peanut butter. And I just chopped it up, put it in a bowl and shit. Gave it to him. And then my high ass was like, fuck! He's like, I never took the seeds out of the apples. I'm like, fuck.
Not good.
No.
I'm
And
trying to destroy them.
And then my high ass was like, yo, and I call up John. And I'm like, yo.
Our friend who's
No, he's there. No, he was there. He was there. And then he was like, yo, some hydrogen peroxide. And I was like, yep. And then gave him some. And then threw that shit right up. And I'm like, yep.
That's what I did with him. Marley ate some rat poison.
Oh, shit.
Mice poison, I should say. And I took him to the vet, and the vet tried to tell me some crazy solution that he's going to use to fix him up. I said, what that sound like? Peroxide.
Yeah.
I put a little bit of water and peroxide and mix it up. 20 minutes later, he took all that shit.
Oh.
It was perfectly fine.
And you saved yourself those vet fees, because we know how that bitch can
I ain't
be.
getting back to the
Just the assessment alone, there's a fee. Then what they did, the time that they were under the light, like observing him, like all of that.
Yeah, no.
Nobody's trying to pay all that.
Yeah, my dog bugs out at the vet.
Right.
Yeah.
No. So there was this other time I went to the Cannabis Cup in Michigan, and it was super exciting. Hello, another bud joining. Sorry, it's cool. Hey, everybody. Jumping in. I will. So, I was at High Times Cannabis Cup. It was really cool. It was my first time at one. It was in Michigan. We actually stayed, our hotel was by Flint. So it was very interesting. And it was interesting to me because the whole time I was mentally saying, like, get bottled water. And I hated that I had to mentally continuously think about that. But that's, the reality in which we live. And nobody's doing anything else to really address it. So we're walking through, and I liked that in the Cannabis Cup, it's an open area. You're walking through, and you're just checking out multiple vendors. I happened to see two of them, which were cannabis ones. One of them was a THC vendor, so she made like THC treats for the dogs. And then the other one was a hemp treat. So she was like, because your dog is small, use little pieces of the treat itself and then gradually build from that. So I did that at first, and I gave him like small like crumbles. No big deal. I didn't really see a major effect. Then I gave him like a bigger piece because it was like a couple weeks old now at this point, and I was like, all right, we got to get to the fucking point here. It started to dry out. Like, this is, I don't know how long this lasts. So I give him the whole treat. Then he starts breathing weird, so I'm like, holy shit. Okay, so then I give him the hemp treat. I'm thinking the hemp treat will help. I'm not sure why I thought that would counteract it, but I did. So I give him the hemp treat. Still breathing weird. I'm like, okay. Drastic measures.
Wait, you gave him another hemp treat?
Well, after the THC one, it was like maybe like 3 hours after the THC one. But I felt weird, or maybe it was because I was high and paranoid. Who the fuck knows? But I thought he was breathing weirdly. Like, I seriously thought he was breathing weirdly. So then I gave him the hemp treat. I thought that would be the remedy. He's still breathing. Interestingly, my mind is going crazy. So I'm like, CBD water. So I give him some CBD water to drink to kind of counteract the THC. And then I was like, you know what? I can't even think about it anymore. We're just going to sleep it off, and I love you. I hope I see you tomorrow. Thankfully, he's still here, thriving, living his best life. But, whew, we've been through some experiments together. It was really fun.
Oh, man. Pets.
And remember, there was a time I was petrified of dogs? Petrified.
Yeah.
Couldn't even be near, like, a seeing eye dog.
Anything. A service dog. You couldn't bring it to a service dog or nothing. She's like, nope.
It was crazy. And here I am. I'm a proud dog mom. Proud dog mom. I wanted to expand it to animals because I've had some crazy experiences, and I don't know if it's that I was high that these experiences were crazy to me, or like what happened. But like, okay, we'll start off slow. We'll start off late. So there was this one time I got off of work. I'm hitting up my homie, you know, like. Here we are about to like get a session going. I'm walking up the stairs and there's a fucking snake on the little like porch area before I hit the stairs. I'm literally texting while I'm going up the 3 or 4 stairs. I see the snake. I freak the fuck out because I hate animals, period. And I fall off the fucking stairs. I'm not even interested in the smoke sesh anymore. I'm like, I'm facing off. Fuck this shit. Like I can't even like think. I can't process what happened. I busted my ass so badly. Like, I flew down those stairs, and then when I realized that I was on the same level as the snake, I started, like, jumping for my car. Like, I sped to that bitch. Yeah. I could not get over the fact that here we are, Snake and I, at my door. Fuck that.
There was one time in college, I was at my boy's house. Shout out to Tic Tac. And then yeah, so he had a bunch of like cats. He had like baby cats, and he had a mother cat that was always chilling out in the back room and shit. And then there was one called Reese's. Reese's was mad dope because he was spotted with brown, white, and orange. So nice. Yeah, dope ass cat. So we would chill there or whatever during the week sometimes. Yo. All right. And then they just the cat just had a litter, and then kitty litter.
Wow.
And then
hello kittens.
Yeah, I know, mad kittens. And then he goes in the room or whatever. We go in the room, and then the lights turn on, and then a baby or whatever starts walking towards me. Or whatever. I'm like, oh, the baby, the baby, and I pet it, and I pet the baby, and then I look, and then boom, and I look up, and it's the mama cat chilling on the dresser. On the short dresser, just eyeing me down. I swear to God, eyeing me down. And then, boom, and he's like, yo, Tic Tac's like, yo, just sit down. he's like, yo, just sit down calmly. I'm like, okay, sit down on the floor. And then the cat jumps off or whatever, and it comes up. And then Reese's sees what happened because he's there sleeping with the cat. He's like, obviously chilling over there with all the cats. And he looks up, he's like, oh shit. He's like, so he gets up, and then boom, goes to the mama cat, and then it's like, no, he cool. Because he comes up to me, and then he goes, and then he like gets my scent. Mm-hmm. He goes and gets my scent, and then goes on her or whatever. And then the whole time they're walking, he's rubbing it on her, just chilling. They do 3 laps around all of them. Walking behind my boy, coming in front of the cats, in front of me, sniffing me down, getting closer every time.
Oh my God, you're getting ganged up on.
And then it was Reese's or whatever. He was like, nah, he cool, nah, he cool, he pet me all the time, nah, he mad cool. I swear to God. And then boom, and then that's it. It was like some fucking Animal Planet type shit, I swear to God.
Wow. He was sizing you up.
That shit was nuts. The mama cat.
Sizing you up.
Yep.
He said next time you come around. She said next time you come around. It's a wrap.
Yeah. Nah, shout out to Reese's.
Not a Dutch Master wrap, though.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I have, like, I guess not as domestic pet, like, situations. Mm-hmm. I was coming in. I lived in South Carolina. I had this apartment in the fucking field. It felt like And my friend and I were coming in from a smoke session. It was, I would say, a good half hour away from Myrtle Beach. So I was in the outskirts. It took me a half hour to get anywhere, really. Civilization was a half hour, let's put it that way. So it's a new development. I'm thinking, shit is great. She's the lady who is like my neighbor. She's like, oh, I put nitrogen on the ground because that helps prevent the snakes from coming. It starts burning their skin so they don't start coming onto your yard. All into this shit, right? So I was like, oh my God, I'm safe. No big deal. First off, there was frogs there after 2 a.m. from like every spring, summertime. And it was not like 1 or 2. It was the fucking children, the grandchildren, the like distant aunt, all of their family, the immediate families of each grandchild's, like every fucking frog member on my door. Like, okay. So I called my friend at 3 a.m. Well, this is a different story. We'll get back to that. But 3 a.m. I just came back from chilling with her. She lives 45 minutes away, so it's difficult for her to come to me. But I was like, girl, I can't go in. And she was like, why? I was like, the frogs are out to get me. Like, the frogs are out to get me. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I was like, just come, be prepared. Just be prepared. Like, an hour later, she comes with her dog, rain boots, gloves on, a broom, and Clorox. So she's like, I'm ready. And I was like, bitch, you better share. Like, I need to protect myself too. It took us another, 45 minutes for us to muster up the courage to even get through the door. We're, fiddling with the broom, not trying to, get too close to the premises where the frogs could jump out and get us. We're just, reaching. Really, really reaching. That was really fun. So I complained about that. She's like, oh, it's no big deal. It's not going to happen again. Fine. I'm coming in from the smoke session, and I see something from the corner of my eye, huge as fuck, running across my kitchen. I have a fucking small-ass kitchen, or had. And my friend was like, are we going to ignore the fact that I just saw the field rat going across your kitchen? And I was like, what? Not even a regular mouse or rat, right? A field rat. Oh my God. A field rat. Those bitches are big. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was having a conniption.
Yeah.
I was like, are you sure you don't want to stay longer than just tonight? I need a protector. Because I lived alone. I was petrified. I barely even made it to the bathroom because I literally thought that's where it came from. It had to be from the bathroom. That's where the vent was. I don't know how else a fucking field rat would get into my apartment. And killed my bread, might I add.
Oh, shit.
Plastic and all. He said, fuck the plastic. I'm just going to kill the bread.
Kill the bread.
It's...
Now they go in. Yeah, they'll go in.
Living in South Carolina was a trip. It was a trip. All these times I was high as hell, incurring, going about these moments. This isn't fun. I'm just trying to live high, relax, not go into a war battle, for my life.
Yep. The high times.
High times.
The high times during school.
High times. Well, and so I think that those are I think my most epic moments. I've had a hella other moments with animals and pets, and I'm sure they'll come up in the future, especially if we have other more frequent and recent occurrences.
Yeah. More frequent.
I hope not. I crash if I see a fucking spider in my car, sober or high, whatever the case may be. I crash. Fuck that shit.
Oh, yeah, no, those are bad.
No.
Yeah.
So, do you want to say your quote first?
Yeah, I do have it. It's, I could say it from the beginning of the bar.
Okay.
It's like, foolish to serve like Wimbledon, interior cinnamon, the Carter I'm sitting in. Calm my bad nerves, I call her my Ritalin. Just kidding, not pilling, just element twisting. From the herb come the fire, in the wind I'm living. Not pilling, just element twisting. From the herb come the fire, in the wind I'm living. From the herb come the fire, in the wind I'm living.
Woo! Mic drop.
Boom.
That was good.
Currency.
Jet life.
Jet life. Yep.
So I have two, and I'm thinking I should go the musical route now that you.
Because that's one of my favorite bars from this guy, so I was like, and I'm pretty high and I got that shit down. I was like, and that's, because in the song it's like, you know when it's like, you're trying to, like, you said do it a cappella, it's like, you don't know the beat, you don't have the beat, it's like, oh fuck. it's like, oh, but, yeah.
You did it on beat, I felt like. I mean, I'm no musical genius here. What do you think, you? Did it feel like on beat-ish? We're no rappers, you know?
No.
Like.
No, I could have done it like that one,
But it was a nice flow.
Boom. Flows.
And we all understood the message.
Flows.
So, I want to revisit my main girl, Amy.
Yep.
Amy.
House of Wine.
House of Wine. Winehouse. The one and only Amy Winehouse. She came out with Gems, as we know. And this was one of her songs on the Back to Black album. It was a bonus track. Mm-hmm. It was called Addicted. Mm-hmm. And I absolutely love this song. At first, when I first heard it, I was like, wait, am I hearing this fucking right? Like, it's talking about the weed man. Like, make sure you got my weed man. Like... Like, and I was like, oh my God, Amy is the truth. Like, this was before everything got to her. Like, so, you know, R.I.P. So this was like her golden age. I'll go into the chorus and then I'll say I'll start from the chorus and then a verse. Mm-hmm. When you smoke all my weed, man, you gots to call the green man, so I can get mine and you get yours. I'm my own man, so when you learn that you got a man, but I gots to burn, don't make no difference if I end up alone. I'd rather have myself and smoke my homegrown. It's got me addicted, does more than any addicted. So, that's Amy in her true essence. I don't know if I would go to that extent, but it just shows, like, her level, like, where she's at, right? Like, she's, like, down to get down, and she will always bring sex into these weed conversations, and I thought that was, I wasn't expecting that last line to drop. I was like, what, does more than any dick did? Like, what? But I've had some good epic highs.
That's where you have to decide.
Amy the true goat. So yeah. So that's us. That concludes another episode, or another nug of Buds in a Joint. Whoop whoop.
Buds in a Joint.
I want to, again, promote Canoodles. I want to give a little backstory as to what Canoodles is. Mm-hmm. I was mentioning earlier about my creative juices, and I'm happy because I feel like I've gotten over my little writer's block hump I was going through. Mm-hmm. And so I've revamped Canoodles. I came back, bitches. Like, and my blog is talking about multiple things, right? So I'm talking about travel, how I incorporate cannabis into my travel. Mm-hmm. So I have a post about Amsterdam, about Colombia, about Jamaica, when I went to Jamaica. And I'm about to drop my third part. So this is going to launch after my third part is already here. But you'll be able to read my 3-part series of my West Coast road trip, which was a really fucking funny road trip. My friend coined it as the dispensary road trip.
Dispensary road trip.
Dispensary road trip. And it was really epic. I smoked some really good weed. I had some dope-ass edibles. Mm-hmm. I had a really nice drink or two, which had the THC infused. It was a bomb-ass trip.
That's another story.
That's another story. Another time, another story. But then I also talk about events. Like, you know, I went to a paint session. It was a paint and smoke session. So you're, instead of a paint and sip, you're smoking with you're also sipping. Don't get me wrong. But the main thing to emphasize is that you're smoking and you're creating masterpieces.
Yeah, those are fun.
Those are fun. And then I also talk about, like, smoking in different materials. Like, so I talked about a glass blunt that I had. Really dope-ass piece. Eco-friendly, of course, because you just recycle the glass blunt itself. But then you're able to just smoke out of the glass piece. Like, it was so beautiful. And so I also talk about other wraps. So I'm happy because I'm getting my, like, writing creative juices back out there, and it's been a while since I felt like it's naturally coming, like the flow, like the creative juices are flowing as they should be. So that's Canoodles, and I'm Noodles. And this is Envy.
And the Envy.
And we are Buds in a Joint. Buds in a Joint Pod. And you can find us on Spotify or YouTube. Click on our social media. We're out there. And we'll see you next time.
Boom. Adios.
Bye.